Good evening from Memory Bound Papercraft store in Ankeny, Iowa. I'm Kelly, and you are in watching our video live or later. It's Friday. Let's see, Friday about 4:30 here in Central Time in the middle of Iowa, and we have a lot of new product to show you. A lot of things that have been restocked, and I just wanted to take a little bit of time to go through and show you some of the things. It's a beautiful day here in Iowa and in many parts, very unusual. It's super warm and sunny, and it's just gorgeous. And everyone's gone home for the night, and we've been so busy with our blind date videos that we haven't really taken the time to show you some of the product that's come in. So we're going to do that tonight for a little while. So welcome if you're live, and welcome if you're later. We love you. We love you all. We are you probably are watching us either on YouTube or on Facebook. We're streaming on both of those right now, and I'm going to show you some new stuff. I've got two boxes full of things, and let's see, what else do I have around here? We've got a special on some adhesive little corners, and I'm going to show you those. And we're going to get started. So welcome to Memory Bound. Hey, Dawn. Dawn's the first one to jump on and say hello. So hello. I'm going to try to watch comments and make comments. I got to try to walk and talk and chew some gum at the same time. So we'll see how that goes. But I think we can make it happen. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the cameras. And or maybe I just need to say hello to everybody. So I hope you did get a look at our blind dates that we've had going on with the Easter Bunny. And I hope you loved it if you did it. Our next blind date, Katie and I were talking about maybe having them about every 2 months, so that puts the next one at May. So that should be available for purchase in April, which means, golly, we need to get busy. So anyway, I'm going to switch the camera over. And I've got, let's see, I'm going to start out with something kind of goofy, because if you are a fan of All and Create, you know you are a fan of All and Create. And we got two new stamp clubs. I said stamp clubs because this is called Fight Club, and this is one of their newer stamps. And at the front of it, it's nice because it shows you all the little funny images printed. They are bigger in real life than they show on here. It's $15.99, and then it's hard to see stuff on the back because it's got lots of detailed line drawings on those. But that one's called Fight Club, and it has 7 stamps. And then we also have Sir Chirps a Lot. You guys, even the names, maybe you want to even get them just for the names because it's so funny. But this is called Sir Chips a Lot, and it has 5 stamps, and I believe it is also $15.99. See, it's kind of hard to see the back because they give you these colored images, which is really nice. And you can go ahead and scan this little QR code for more ideas and information. And I just noticed that. I didn't even know those were on there. So those are 2 new items from All and Create, kind of funny ones. And there's one with a chicken that I think we need to order and get coming to Memory Bound. So we will take a look at that also. Now we have a lot of random things to show you tonight. And if you were watching, Katie used the T-square. She used the A7 T-square. Gosh, was that yesterday? I think it was just yesterday. And we received then that the A2 T-square also came into stock. And these are both from Pear Blossom Press. And they're really cool because I'm going to just pull out the A2 size. And you can do this with both of them, the A7 or the A2. So I have a card that we made with the Doodlebug bunny hop in our blind date. It's an A2 card, so it's 4 1/4, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this ruler is made for like a centering ruler. So if I wanted to find the center of my card, I've got my little 0 line, and I could line up something across the middle here. Now I just eyeballed this, but it's got one side is for the vertical lining up, and then the other side is for the short side. And that's really sweet because you've got that 0 mark. Now on the back of these, you'll see a 1/2 and 3/8, and those are little ledges. Katie called them ledges, and I absolutely love that. So they're made to kind of hook into your card like so, and you would cut your paper that you're going to put on top of it twice the width. So if I'm going to do 3/8, I do 6/8, which is 3/4 of an inch smaller on the top and the side. And then I didn't bring anything to kind of show you. Then you would take your paper that you're putting in and you line it right up against here. And it's a perfect mark every time. So these are $9.99. We've sold a ton of them. I think most of our staff members have these. If you have one, tell us how much you like it. The A7, I don't make a lot of A7 cards, but it has the 1/4 inch and the 1/8 inch jig on the back, or the little ledges, and those I do use. And you can, my card actually has a white, let me get something underneath of it, because this is really cool to show you. I've got some green paper here, so I'll lay this down so you can see that my card base is white. So I just took this T-square and I lined it up along that edge. It's kind of stuck in there, and then I took this green grass paper and put it right up against my ruler here, and it's a perfect mat. So I see that Joanne says she loves her T-squares. So anyway, if you're just joining us, welcome aboard, everyone. It's Friday. I don't know if you can call it Friday night yet. It's not even 5 o'clock yet. But I'm here. I'm Kelly at Memory Bound, and I just wanted to show you a few things that have come in because we've been so darn busy, we haven't had a chance. So the A2 and the A7 are both from Pear Blossom Press. And then we do have our classic Westcott, which is a 12-inch T-square ruler. And it has inches on one side and it's got centimeters on the other. This works really nice if you are doing like a scrapbook layout and you want to line up your letters perfectly. You can take this side, line it against the side of your page, and then you can just put your title or lay your photos or whatever it might be perfect. All right, then a special that we're having, speaking of doing scrapbooks, or you could use these on cards also. These are the self-adhesive little corners, and you just peel them off, and maybe you peel them off, and they got a little sticky on the back, and they're nice for putting, adhering photos or certificates or something that you don't want to put adhesive on the back. And we have these special packages, which you get like a sample because you get white, white, and white, or you get black, white, and craft. But you guys, you do get black, white, and craft for $1.99. So it's a special deal. Normally for 3 sheets of these, it's like $3.59. So it's not quite half price, but it's a pretty good deal. And if you were wanting to try some of these, this is a great time because you get all 3 colors. And they're good for putting on your card fronts also. So you could definitely do that. All right, Tim Holtz. Thank you, Tim Holtz, for all the palette papers. Oh my gosh. You know, Memory Bound also has the palette fabrics. So if you're interested in fabric, we've got that. And we do have his 6 different colors of palette papers. They come 8x8 and 12x12. And the new colors are going to be your neutral, your yellow. Let me show you here. And what I'm opening right now is a bundle. So if you get the bundle, so you can see the yellow, you saw the neutral. Let me slip a green out of here so you can see the green. And here's the green. And we sold out of the bundles where you get 1 of each. So you get an 8x8 and a 12x12 of green, yellow, and neutral. We sold out of them, and we've got a few more back in, and you save 10% by buying the bundle. And if you just go out and search on palette, that'll pop right up for you. Now, you know, we're kind of spoiled because a lot of times we have our linker and drinker Janet, but hey, you guys, it's Friday night or almost Friday night, and everybody is off for the night. Memory Bound will be back open tomorrow, but I couldn't wait to show you some of the things that came in. So the next thing I'm going to do is show you a few tools, and this is the Crocodile, and several people use this past week to punch holes. It also sets eyelets. And this is the rose gold, and we usually just keep 1 rose gold. It's kind of the high end, the fancy. It's got the pink handles, and we did get 1 in. It's $44.99. We also have the other colors too. Okay, Joanne has a comment here that I want to share with you guys. She said she uses the T-square, the A7 for holding her card down to stamp the inside and get it straight. Good idea. I love your ideas. All right, another tool. Well, since we showed you the T-squares from Pear Blossom Press, we did get in this scissors. Whoops. They're $5.99 from Pear Blossom Press, and they are reverse tweezers. We typically carry the ones from EK Success, and they have been on back order now for a couple months. But I was really happy to find these, and they're pink, so they're kind of pretty too. But these are the reverse tweezers, so when you squeeze them, they actually open up, and then when you let it go, it closes and hangs on. So if you want to hold something down, and Chris used these today, so it has a little protective cap on it, but when I squeeze it, when I let it go, it closes. So if you're picking up little pieces or little gems, or maybe you're doing some heat embossing, I think that's what's really nice about these reverse tweezers. And these are $5.99, so they're a really good price too, and they're from Pear Blossom Press. I was really happy they had them because we haven't been able to get them. All right, and then you've seen Teresa do a lot of watercoloring, and she uses a water brush quite often. So we got back in the Pentel Arts, the medium water brush. So it's got the medium tip. It's $7.99, and basically you fill this reservoir with water. You unscrew this off, fill it with water, and then you always have a wet brush. And it's very nice for traveling. And join us Monday, because Teresa's going to be watercoloring on Monday with a brush very similar to this. And that will be here on our channel at 9:30 a.m. Central Time. Okay, I was kind of excited about this. This is tonic. And a lot of it's styluses, and it does have some reverse tweezers like we just talked about. So you get 4 tools, and you get the little cushy pad that you can see right here. It's $27.99. These are great for styling flowers, and you've got the pads so you can really, push your stylus into the flower, and this soft pad will help shape it. So it's really good for flower shaping. And that is from Tonic. And in case you weren't familiar with it, Tonic makes the Tim Holtz tools. All right, now this was a surprise to me. Look at this. It looks like a deck of cards. Lisa Horton, everybody. And it is a deck of cards, but well, it's not really a deck of cards. It's a deck, but it's a deck of stencils. So it is 52 stencils in this package, and I opened them up earlier because they're so fun. So 52 different designs, and I'm not going to lay them all out, but I think you can get the idea. They're ATC sized. There are some flowers, here's some stars, got some like raindrops. Here's one perfect for Halloween with a spider web. And they are made out of stencil material, so they're that kind of mylar. Look at the flower. You could do across your whole card or scrapbook layout with that. And there are several flowers. And this is $69.99. And Chris did the math on it, and it makes it like $1.34 a stencil. So you could get it for yourself. Here's clouds. Or you could maybe share it with friends if you wanted to. Oh, and there's Christmas ones. There's a Christmas tree. That's a really neat tree. It's kind of wonky. Here's a heart. More hearts. Oh, Polaroid. You guys, I love Polaroids. And it looks like we have an egg, and some other things. And there's your coffee stain. So it's just, you almost want to, I've been playing a lot of cards with our grandson, who's 4. He likes to play cards. And so when I saw this, it just kind of reminded me of having some fun with him. Okay, and we've got another tip coming in. So the stencil deck from Lisa Horton is $69.99, and you're getting 52 different stencils. All right, let's see. Donna says she uses her tweezers to hold down her ribbon when she's tying a bow, and I think that's a great tip. All right, I'm gonna have to put those back in later. We'll set those aside. You guys don't need to watch me. You don't need to watch me struggle to get these back in the bag. Maybe I'll have to buy it if I can't get them back in. All right, let's see if I'm missing anything else. Okay, then I know people have been waiting for Mr. Rabbit, and he is here at Memory Bound. We showed an album maybe a week or so ago where they had put Mr. Rabbit on the front and had colored it in with some pink colors. The nice thing about this, you do get Mr. Rabbit, but then you also get these little dots for a background. You get kind of a washed out plaid. You get a little egg dye comment, and you get another kind of an advertisement. And Mr. Rabbit's $24.99. I think I'm going to run out of room before we get through this. Now, maybe you might have heard that Waffle Flower had a new release, and they did. And I'm super happy that we've got some of their stuff here for you. And it's baking. So this is the postage collage. It's called Piped Letters. And it even has some little extra little pieces, which is so darn cute that you could put on the ends of your letters if you wanted to. It says, Happy B-Day, make a wish, hello, sweet friend. And there's your little piping tool. Happy birthday. And then this says, you bake me smile. It's a double die. Okay, this one is $8.99 for the set. The die set is $5.99. Wouldn't this be fun if you gave this to maybe somebody a plate of cookies or something, and you put this on a little card with it? And then this is called Just Mitts. And it's not really just mitts, though. I see the mitts. I see decorations you could put on top of your mitts or use them for other things. And here's your top layer of your little loop. It's got a little flower with a center, and it's really cute. That is $15.99. And then we have the Baking Fun die, which is $21.99. And I'm going to have to pull it out of the sleeve so that you can, because you can't see everything. And it's, I guess you can see a lot of it, but it's really cute too. You got your flower, your little piping tool, your rolling pin. There's your mixer, your hand mixer, and it's got layers to it. So that's $21.99, and that is called Baking Fun die. And then there is a Baking Fun stencil, and they even have pictures on it on the back. I love that they're doing pictures now. Let me try to show that to you. So what they're using here for the shapes, the dies, is this new nesting postage collage die. And this is $15.99, and everybody loves the regular postage collage die. And this is something new that they did that's a little different size. So it's about this, looks like it fits on an A2 card nicely. And it's got 2, 4, 6 different dies, because you have your like post-its. You also have just a plain border on the inside there. And there's a sample that they made where they just layered it up. So Baking Fun is the stencil, and it's made to go with the nesting postage collage die. And so you guess what, you guys, they're gonna have all kinds of stuff come out to fit this, because that's how Waffle Flower is. And then there is a Just Mitts coloring stencil. So it's got 2 different stencils in here. It's $12.99, and it kind of shows you how you can layer them to color things. It's hard to see like a stencil like this. It doesn't look like much on the camera. So I'm really happy they're putting pictures on the back. All right, and I think that's all for the baking, but we do have spellbinders. If you are making a cookbook or interested in the baking items, we do have the spellbinders dies. So we've got the, let's see, what is this one? Magic Mixer. And you guys, I just made brownies last night. This reminds me of the brownies. I made those ones that are called Lunch Lady brownies. And maybe you've tried them. I don't know, but you'll have to put it in the comments if you have. They were really good. And there's to give you a pretty good size, nice size dies. And you even have your little electric cord. Isn't that cute? That's $28.99. We're interrupted waffle flour so that I could show you more baking things in case this is something that you're interested in. This one's called Made with Love, so it's got your apron, and it's got little mitts also. And it's $32.99, and it does have different layers for your aprons. You got a little ruffle if you want to add a ruffle here, and you've got your straps, and it's got a little bow. And then this one is called the Cool It Cookie Rack. And it's kind of fun because I have a cookie sheet that looks like that, and I have a cooling rack that looks like that. Look at the sample here that they did. So Cool It Cookie Rack is $28.99, and you get cookies. And Diane showed us her Christmas book where she did Christmas baking, and she used some dies similar to this from Tim Holtz. And then they have Measure Mates. Just got your measuring spoons, your measuring cups, a cookie jar, your little Pyrex liquid measuring. And then the last one from Spellbinders is called Fluff, Frost, and Roll. And this is really cute, you guys. It's got the piping bag, and then it's got hello, like it would be coming out of your piping bag. And there's a sample right there. And there's the dies. Oh, I just love these. I'm going to have to look at that for a minute. Maybe I should let you look at it and put it back on the camera. All right, so those are the baking things from Spellbinders from their collection. So I think baking and cooking and things are kind of a real trend right now. And then getting back to waffle flour, we've got in this set, this is $35.99. It's called the Mixed Sentiments. And this has got your fun little sentiments, and they've numbered them. So it's got, hey there, happy birthday, thank you so much, hello friend, get well, always love you, congrats to you, best wishes. And they're numbered so that you can number the dies. And let me see, yes, it does have a die in here, which I think is really handy, and then you know where to put them when you put them back on your, and they do come with a magnetic sheet. And then this is new. Ooh, this is Nesting Piercing Fancy Labels die set. That's a lot. So I'll get it up close so you can see that there are these fancy little border shapes, and they have the little pierces. They're not stitching. They're just going to be little dots that are going to pierce. You get 4 different dies, and that one is $19.99. And it does have a magnetic sheet in here. So you're all set for storage. You don't need to get one. And then this is new also. It's called A7 Fringe Frames. So this is going to fit your A7 cards. And darn, there's no picture. This is $27.99. So the frames are kind of that little jaggedy, like a decal edge. And then you have these little fringy pieces that you could have hanging off the corners. And then they also have, this is new too that we haven't had. This is $17.99, and this is the nesting postage layers. So, you know, we've had postage collage from Waffle Flower, and we have this new nesting postage collage. And now they have these, they look like stamps basically. And you've got a lot of flexibility because you have these extra little straight dies in between. And that one was $17.99. And again, it's on a magnetic sheet. That's what we love about the Waffle Flower dies, that they do put them on a magnetic sheet. Okay, so we're going to go right from Waffle Flower to Pink and Main. So hang on to your hats. Let me get my Pink and Main stuff out. Okay, so we did get our order in from Pink and Main, and guess what? It's a new card kit. So we got a new card kit from Pink and Main. They're $19.99. They come in these pouches, these like acrylic pouches that you can keep all your stuff together, or you can use it for something else. It's a really nice size. So in the card kit, you get the enamel dots, and those have a little bit of sparkle in them. Probably, I don't know that you can see it on the camera. Maybe I'll turn the light on and see what happens. Then you get a whole pack of die cuts and some card backgrounds. So it's pretty thick. You're getting a lot in here. And you get your card bases and envelopes. A lot of places don't put envelopes in. Memory bound, our card kits always have envelopes. And now I will say Pink and Main does also. So I'm going to show you the cards. There are 8 cards, which is pretty good for $19.99. And they're all birthday cards. Well, I guess this says, oh, happy day, which it's birthday, but it doesn't have to be birthday. You know, birthday cards are probably one of the most needed cards. This is so fun, and I know a lot of you have done these card kits from Pink and Main. Nicole, I believe it was Nicole that has done this for us here at Memory Bound and put them together for us. You don't have written directions, but all you have to do is look at the pictures, and it's very clear what goes where. So exciting new card kit. I was really happy to see that. All right, and then we also got in, well, speaking of food, we have some more die sets in. This one's called Cozy Mug. And there's what it looks like. It even has a little piece of chocolate that you can put in it. It's $19.99, and here's the die. Their dies are pink, which is kind of fun. You got your little marshmallows. Oh, let me go back here. It just flipped on me. It's done that before, but I think we're back. All right, and then this one is called Hot Drink to Go. Looks like your portable little coffee cup there, and it even has the little stick. So let me turn it over so you can see the dies. This is $19.99. And there's the little sticks, the little stoppers. And it's got the steam if you want to put a little steam in. Do you see a theme going on here, you guys? I think maybe you do. Because this one's called Cool Drink to Go. So here's your Frappuccino or whatever it might be. And I'll turn it over so you can see how nice that is. It's got the little cherry, you got your straw, some different little drippies. I don't know if you guys, I don't usually get a drink like this. Mine's usually hot, but it looks like some dragging down the cup. And there's you got your band on it, and this is $21.99 for Cool Drink to Go. So that's all the beverages from Pink and Main. And then we did get this in. Look at this is called Scallop Corner. It's $19.99. But look at that. It's like a pocket. So you have these little pieces here that they cut, and then they have a little line there, a stitch line and the score line, and you just fold those back and it makes a pocket, which is so darn cute. And there's a smaller one. The larger one is stitched and the smaller one is plain. And that's $19.99. And I even have 2 of them. I don't know why, but we've got 2 here. And that was called Scallop Corner Pockets. Now the next one we've had in before, it's called Many Tabs because it has many tabs. And we have sold a lot of these. If you're doing junk journals or mini albums, these are really nice just to die cut, or just die cut a bunch of them and have a whole bunch in your pile. And it even has the whale tail here at the bottom. And this one is $19.99. Many tabs. And this one I think is fun too. This is the zigzag layering die set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now there's 10 dies in here. And I believe we measured them the first time that they came in. It doesn't have the size here. They're $21.99, but it seems like they were about 6 inches or maybe a little. Let me just grab a ruler I happen to have sitting here. And let's just measure one of these. So they are 6 inches. So the little zigzag border dies are 6 inches. That T-square came in handy. And then the other thing that we've got are the little shaker covers. So you can kind of see that they have a score line here that folds, and there's adhesive on this little folded part. So you could fill this with your goodies. And then you can just fold it over the top of your card and make a shaker card very easily without any foam tape or anything like that. And you get 10 for $9.99. So they're about a dollar each. So with that, we also have realized people are wanting to do shaker cards. So look at, we got in some more shaker things. Ooh, these are going to be really different looking on the camera. This one's called Diamond Confetti, and it's basically clear little flat-bottomed round circles that are very shiny. And then we have Party Dots. I should tell you the price. It looks like these are $4.99. So there's the Party Dots. And they come in a little Ziploc bag, so you can rip off the top, just like, you know, some of the potato chips or treats that we get at the grocery store, and then they seal up. And then this one's called Butterfly Dreams. And we have Party Hearts. So if you're thinking about making a shaker card, and then this one is Easter Mix. So we got an Easter one. Let me get it up a little closer. We got a lot of comments coming in about the dies. So thanks for sharing your comments. I really appreciate it. And then the last one is called Pearl Confetti. So I brought back the diamond confetti so you could kind of tell the difference. So the pearls are more like pearls. They're kind of a creamy look. I just realized my arm is showing. Okay, so I asked, have you ever burned your wrist on a curling iron? That would be my question for you. If anyone has ever done that, and this is something that I'm going to hear later that I shouldn't have talked about, but I had a long sleeve shirt and it was very wrinkly down here and I didn't want to get my iron out. So I thought maybe I could straighten it out with my curling iron and make it look a little better. And I don't recommend it because I missed and I ended up hitting my arm just, but okay, the dimensions of the shaker boxes. Good question. Let me grab those and while you guys look over these lovely alphabet soup stickers from Doodlebug, I will get that back over here and measure it. Let me grab the T-square again. Because I don't have to. It tells me right here. They're 3.75 by 5. So you could still have a mat underneath of this or even a couple mats. You could double mat it if you wanted to. So 3.75 by 5. I'm so glad you asked that. All right. So anyhow, this is the alphabet soup sticker letters from Doodlebug. They tend to be one that our staff uses quite often. And we've got a restock of some of the colors we didn't have. And if you know about Doodlebug, they have basic colors in their collection, so everything matches. So this one is bubble gum, and Chris didn't use it. Somebody used bubble gum in our blind date with the Easter Bunny, and that paper, the cardstock, and everything would have matched this perfectly. All right, so that is, I wanted to just give an idea. These are $6.99, and what's nice is you do get a lot of A's and you get a lot of E's and the letters that you really need. And same with numbers. Sometimes you run out of those 2's, but it looks like you get 6 2's here. Whoops. Donna told me to use a flat iron next time. I love it. That's so funny. All right, we have not had this for quite some time. This is the We Are Makers, the envelope punch board. And it came back in stock. We got a couple of them. They're $29.99. And they work pretty slick. It looks like this. So it's got a little notching punch because you know you want to make your envelopes look really cool and professional. I was looking for where it shows you. I don't see where it shows the little notch. It's gonna be really hard to see. But it's got all your measurements. You pick your card size and it's got a little chart here. So if you're making a certain size, like your card is 3.5 by 7, then it tells you what size of paper and where to score it, on which line here to score it on. So it's pretty slick. And if you like to make your own envelopes, you want them to match things, this is perfect. Okay, Donna learned the same lesson I did about the curling iron. So, oh, you guys, I found one more of little shaker pieces from Pink and Maine, and they're really cool because they're called patriotic stars. Okay, now let's see, I might leave that for last, and if we run out of time, we're okay. It is, you guys, Easter time is coming, and we got in some really cute Easter things. These are from Little Birdie, and we've had them before, but they're so cute, I reordered them. And they're these little dimensional chubby bunnies. And they are $2.99, and you get quite a few of them. Maybe 14. I tried to count them quickly. And then the company that does our laser cut, we got a load of Easter from them. So we got Happy Easter with the little bunny looking over the top. And we got the Easter egg hunt. And then this one just says Easter. And these are nice and big. So if you were doing a scrapbook, a 12 by 12 layout, these would be great titles. And we've got the 3 little layered eggs here. So the eggs are $3.49, $4.99 for this one with all the layers. Easter egg hunt's got the glitter on it, and that's $4.49. And then this little guy is $4.49. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is like 6 layers. Don't know how they do it. These are $3.99 for the little bunnies and the bow ties. And then the last one, we've got 4 here for $3.49. And these are the little bunnies, and their little bunny tails are actually punched out hearts. So those are all just so cute. I wanted to show them to you tonight. So if you're wanting to do something for Easter, you had them before they sold out. And they're going to be in our Easter category. We have a whole, if you go to memorybound.com and go to themes, then you'll see the Easter. Okay, Legos. We have a couple of grandsons that are doing Legos quite often, especially our 6-year-old. And this is a sticker sheet from Reminisce. And you guys, we love Reminisce. They're our neighbors. They're only maybe an hour and a half from Memory Bound in eastern Iowa. Be good if you're doing a project. Oops, I don't think you want to see me. I think you want to see the Legos sheet. Keeps popping over. But I also think that our grandsons would have fun playing with this because they're stickers of something they really love. So we have the stickers, and then look at the paper. So if maybe you're having a Lego party, or maybe you have somebody that loves Legos and you're making them a card or a project. And these are all from Reminisce. And they even have a white sheet. So we have all the different colors of Lego paper. And here's red on one side, and it's got stripes on the back. Now, how many of you have looked at Legos lately? They are very different than what they used to be. They, number one, that they make big, huge things, crazy things. And they're kind of pricey, some of them, and they're very complicated for someone like me. Now see how neat this paper is with the border around the edge? And you could even slice into this little Lego brick right here if you're going to tuck a picture behind there. That one's called Let's Play, and I think it's called that because the back of it is a puzzle. And you could color some of these if you needed a certain color scheme. You could fussy cut some of those, and that's also from Reminisce. And then we move from Legos to Family Fun. And these are stickers. Reminisce changed up their stickers probably in the last year, and these are so good. Speaking of that, Life is Good, Troublemaker, Home Sweet Home, Together is our favorite place to be. Okay, Dawn says she loves building her Lego buildings. They're really amazing. We haven't gotten into any complicated ones, but I have to tell you that our 4-year-old grandson, I tried to help him with a Lego Christmas ornament. And I don't think Santa's beard was quite the way it was intended, but he was happy with it, so was I. So that's family fun. And then this one is our wedding. This is called Our Wedding. And what's nice about this is the fonts, and it goes with everything. It's black on white, so you could use this for your album or for cards or a mini book or whatever you like. And then this one is it's the music. It's very small writing. Let me see if I can take my glasses off and read it. It's something life. And I don't know if you guys could read that right there. Let's see if I can get it under the camera. That little black dot. Oh, so anyway, but this is a really nice music one, whether you are in band or choir, chorus, or you just love music or you go to concerts. It's got a lot of nice things. It says the best players are on the bench. Life is a song, sing it. Soundtrack and music. Music is life. So I love that one too. And I love this one also. This is dance. And it is called Dance, this collection. And there are papers that go with it that just have pink, like brick or wood grain, which you could use for a lot of other things. But dance is music made visible. Life is better when you dance. Dance like no one is watching. Practice, bust a move, never miss a chance to dance. All that jazz. So that's a really nice one too. And then this is a totally different look here. But this is wrestling. And sometimes it's hard to find wrestling things. It's better than it used to be. So whenever we see something, we try to stock up. I really like this 4x6 sticker here. These are stickers with the wrestling shoes. Take them down, pin to win. So there's that. And then we have a few more things here. We got in some things that have to do with graduation. And it is that time of year, high school and graduation. So we have this nice title that says prom night, and it is glittery. And prom is usually prom here in Iowa is in April. And then here's a set of graduation caps. Now this is homecoming, but we have some staff members who have deployed family members. So I think it's also coming home. They package it a little different. And instead of saying, homecoming, which it works well for, I think it could also be part of coming home. Or maybe somebody that had an illness or something and they were able to come home. So I think that kind of works both ways. And here is, the places you'll go. And then I just brought sophomore, but we have all of the grades that are done in this kind of fun double layered font. The future is yours. Congratulations. Lisa commented about the flower arrangements with the Legos and how amazing they are. And I totally agree. I've seen those in the store. I got to learn how to do my Legos a little better, I think. All right, and here's another prom night. So I just wanted you to be able to see them together. We have one's a little bit more traditional or elegant, and one's a little bit more modern or funky, I guess. And then we have the infamous roll of film, which could go with anything, but I think it's also nice. Put your graduates' pictures right in there, or maybe a graduation quote. We do have a little icon for National Honor Society. And then we have these little balloon stickers from Jolie's Boutique. And actually, they're not stickers, they're just embellishments. And it's really hard to see them because they're Mylar. But they say happy graduation. I don't know if I could tilt them kind of like that. And then this, if any of you are familiar with Iowa State, and I believe they won their basketball game today, this is the campanile at the Iowa State University, what do you call it, campus. And it's been there a long time. So speaking of graduation, a lot of people like to associate Dr. Seuss with graduation because there's so much wisdom with Dr. Seuss. And so we did reorder the stickers. They're called Wacky and Wild, which AKA Dr. Seuss when you can't say Dr. Seuss, from Reminisce. And remember, Reminisce is an Iowa company, so they're just a neighbor east of here. Why fit in when you're born to stand out? From here to there, party here, think and wonder, being crazy isn't enough. So this is the sticker sheet, and then we do have the papers also. So here's a border paper, and on the back it's got the dots. So can you see why it's called Wacky and Wild? It's just kind of fun. And here's just polka dots on each side. And here's those little Dr. Seuss, I don't know, fuzzies. And then this is not from Reminisce, but we have this other Dr. Seuss paper. Oh, I think there's another sheet to this that I missed. When you were born to stand out. I think we've got another sheet that goes with that, and I missed that. But I think we recognize this one, Cat in the Hat, which is always fun. And then, okay, you guys, I brought this one, the next one. It has nothing to do with Dr. Seuss, but who doesn't love SpongeBob? Look at that, how fun that is. Our daughter was crazy over SpongeBob when she was growing up. I think she still is. All right, and then we are gearing up. That was totally accidental, but we are gearing up for our National Scrapbook Week, Destination Memory Bound, and for the Route 66 100th anniversary is coming up. Maybe you've read about it. So I have some stuff to show you from that. So kind of that theme. So we're starting to get in product for that, and this is the Reminisce Road Life sticker sheet. I'll just get it up here so you can see it. Look at that RV there yet. If you're doing an RV page, that would be a darling title. Home is where we park it. And then it's just got all kinds of, it's a big world. Go out there, go explore. Pack your bags for a great adventure. So this is the RV Life sticker. And then we also have a sticker from Road Life, or On the Road Again. Sorry about that. Here's On the Road Again. And it even has that Route 66 sign that says Adventure on the Road Again. And then, you think Route 66, you kind of think of vintage cars. And this is called Car Show. It looks like a car show. And look at the back. It's like vintage gas logos. Very distressed, very cool. And then we have the Fabulous 50s with a car door, an old car door. And on the back of that, it's filled with license plates. Now, I looked on here and I did not see Iowa, but I do see a lot of other states. Iowa's got to be on here. I'm going to have to look again because this company is in Iowa. So I would think Reminisce would put Iowa. And then here's what we're getting ready for, everybody. Route 66. This is called Route 66. And the back is got all different kinds of car parks. I know that's a spark plug. And there's some bolts, and I don't know steering wheels, and the rest of it I don't know. And then along with that, back in stock, because we have the Cars collection from Carta Bella that's been really popular. And if you're waiting for the stamps or the dies to come, we have one stamp and one die. Unfortunately, they don't go together. We do have more coming, but they're going to be 30 to 45 days out before the Carta Bella has them back in stock. But that's been a really fun. We got our racing flags. And then we got these back in stock too. These are $3.49. They're called Car Brads, but they're old cars. Like, look at that. Maybe you can kind of see that blue one there, which looks a lot like the cars from Carta Bella. And it's nice primary color, so that's really nice. And then we've got our Car Show die cut titles back in stock. And if you are traveling, I brought Alaska and Indiana, but we have every state in the Jet Setters. And these are three-dimensional stickers, and they always have kind of a postage looking stamp and the state um, nickname. I lost my word for a minute. A license plate. So they have that. We have them for every state. And then I just sent you some pieces from this. If you like the classic cars, we've got the whole collection kit. I showed you the first three papers, and then there's one with hubcaps, and there's a sticker sheet. And that's called Classic Cars from Reminisce. And then we did bring back in On the Road Again, and we showed you the sticker sheet from this. But this is the collection that has lots of really good road papers. And these are the papers Janine used when she die cut her classic cars and put them on there. She did a really nice job with that. All right, since we're talking about travel, we got a few more things to show you here. We're talking about travel, and we're talking about Reminisce. Here's the Black Hills collection pack that's got your papers. It even has, there's the Mount Rushmore. And I think that might be Custer Park with the buffalo. And it's got a sticker sheet. So that we have back in stock. And we also have Hawaii. And that has a sticker sheet with it also. And then I'll just show you these kind of quickly. Shannon said the car brads are cool, and I agree. I think that's why we sold out of them. So we have Iceland, Germany, here's London, St. Thomas. And you're going to find all of these online under the travel theme, and then you can go here's Stonehenge. You can go domestic travel, or you can go international. How many of you have tried this? How many of you had the butterbeer from Universal Studios? I think, was it Universal Studios maybe? It's really good. And then there's a lot of local or domestic travel areas. We have, every state has a title like this with the state's name, and every state has a shape. And this one has, it looks like 3 layers for Arizona. So we have that for every state, both of them. Here's Idaho. They're in different colors. Here's Texas, just to show you a few of them. We got a little bit of a glare there, but there's Texas. And then we have some other places like Branson, Missouri. We've got Des Moines. You guys, there's a nice craft store in Branson, Missouri. If you're ever down there vacationing and you can get away from your family, check it out. There's a Thomas Jefferson Memorial. Let's see, these are stingrays. Maybe you swam with the stingrays on a cruise or somewhere tropical, or at the zoo, saw them at the... And then we have Ledges State Park, which that's about 40 minutes from here. Very nice place. How about just a generic Our Vacation? And then, oh my gosh, Spring Break. We have this in many colors. So whether you had a staycation or you went somewhere, if you're celebrating spring break, there you go. Okay, and then let's see, we're just about finished here. Reminisce also has this really fun happy hour collection pack, and it's got these kind of vintage papers, and they've got like cocktails, beer, wine, and I don't know what the third one is, just a little bit of everything. And it's all in this pack, and you can get them all together, and it's $12.99. There's not a sticker sheet in here. I mean, you can see how cool the papers are down here. Kind of retro. And then we did get back in. I know a lot of people, a lot of seniors are winding down their high school years, and maybe parents are, and maybe the seniors are working on albums and scrapbooks. And this is a good one if you were in music or band, and it's got your bright colors, your music notes. It's called High School Musical Kit, and it does have a sticker sheet with it. All right, let me see what else is in here. If we want to, you guys want to see some sports stuff before we go? Okay, this doesn't relate to anything, but this is called Hey Y'all, and it's just an old tractor, which is pretty cool paper. It looks real on my screen. And here's the back, which is a really nice border sheet. You could put two of these together, and it would be great. Maybe if you had a barn wedding, or we've got a farm thing here in Iowa called Living History Farms. That would be perfect for your pictures. And then we've got sports. This is full court press, which is probably going on a lot with the basketball. I should have just got basketball stuff to bring and show you guys. And we have the same style in other sports also. And then earlier I mentioned wrestling, and we do have the whole pack of wrestling. I showed you the sticker sheet, but you can get all the papers if you want to also to have the wrestling mats. And we have volleyball. This has been really popular also. And the stickers are really fun because they say all about that ace, queen of the court, dig it, volleyball season. And then let's see, we've got my troop. It isn't maybe sports, but you guys, it's Girl Scout season, cookie season. And I do want to say we have this to show you right now because I would like to thank Pat, who's been visiting from California. She and her granddaughter Sloan came in today, and they brought us several boxes of Girl Scout cookies. So they helped out a troop that was selling cookies, and boy, they were a treat for Memory Bound staff also. So thank you so much, Pat and Sloan. And then I'm just going to show you some of these sports die cuts. I love these die cuts. I think they're the coolest thing. You could maybe do some of these yourself if you have a Cricut or a silhouette cameo. And a lot of people come in and say that, and they're like, oh, but why would I when I can just get them like this? And yes, chess is a sport. If video games are sports, then so is chess. And we had a lady that was looking for roller skates, and boy, did we score big with her. And we have black belt, and we have the football border, and you might have noticed the tennis border. We have soccer, baseball, we have all the different sports with borders like this. And Diane actually used the football, and she did cut it apart and had some of the footballs separately. That's $4.29. Here's the high jump, which high jump and Kelly just don't go together. And then we have the large baseball, and we have all the sports balls like this too. This is a 4-inch size, and we've got soccer and football and tennis, and I think we even have golf. And then two more things to show you here. Stock is this photo keeper, and it's pretty slick because it opens up, and you have these 6 little compartments that hold your 4x6 photos. And some of us put other things in here like ephemera. I have gems in mine. So you could store your photos in here, or you could use this to store or organize some of your craft supplies. And this is $12.99. I think that's a lot. I think you get a lot for $12.99 because you're getting 6 of these little compartments, and then you get the main case. And that is the 6-pack photo keeper. Janine brought this back to me today before she left, and I'm glad she did so we could show it to you. All right, well, holy cow. Holy cow, we got through all of that, you guys. And here is the Holy Cow collection. Oh, I thought my light was on, but it isn't. This is really funny. This is also from Reminisce, and you have to maybe be from the Midwest or a farm. I guess a lot of places have cattle, but it's really a fun collection. It's called Holy Cow. I wanted to show you the stickers because it's got the cowologist, until the cows come home, keep calm and love cows, raising my herd, give me some bling, put me in a ring, watch me do my thing. I have OCD, obsessive cow disorder. And this makes me laugh. The greatest show on earth. And this is $14.99 for the sticker and all the paper. But it reminds me, our daughter, when she was probably 1.5 was a cow for Halloween. And basically it was a white sweatpants and sweatshirt, and I sewed black spots all over it. And we put a tail on her, and she loved it. Okay, let's see if we have any questions. Looks like we're pretty good. So that is our Friday evening show. Lots of new product from Pink and Maine and Waffle Flower. And remember, we had Mr. Rabbit come back in stock from Tim Holtz. Lots of things from Reminisce, our neighbor here in Iowa. We had some new tools. Lots of cool things to show you. And you can check it out online. We have a whole category called New. And if you go out there, it's all categorized by brand, so you can see what's new. And Cindy's just asking about Mr. Rabbit. And Mr. Rabbit came back in stock today. And let me see if I've lost Mr. Rabbit. Oh, here he is. So this is Mr. Rabbit. It's a Tim Holtz stamp set. And it's just, Tim just does kind of fun, unusual things. And this is $24.99, and it is back in stock here at Memory Bound. And I was afraid it wasn't going to make it before Easter, but he made it in plenty of time. So thank you to our distributor for that. Oh gosh, Lisa says thank you. It was a nice surprise tonight. I mentioned early on that we've just been so busy with our blind date projects and doing so many techniques and projects on our morning videos that we haven't had time to really show you new product. And I probably missed a few things, but you can find it all online at memorybound.com or come in and see us. We're going to be here tomorrow and from 10 to 4, and we'll be here on Sunday from noon to 4. So I hope you guys all have a great, crafty, wonderful weekend. And we'll be back on Monday morning with Teresa, and it's a Craft Your Art Out. So wait, I've got a visual for that too. So she'll be crafting our art out with a fun product from Vicki Boutin that I think you're going to like. So we'll see you then, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight.